Welcome back to A&Q. If you've watched one of these videos before or you're here for the first time, welcome. This is a place where we will talk openly and honestly about the questions that we encounter in our faith. And we're going to try to answer them and continue to seek out God's truth through all of it. So today will be no different. The question we're going to be tackling is, what does the Bible say about pornography? So right off the bat, let me just say the Bible never mentions pornography as we know it in today's culture. The Greek word porneia is mentioned several times in the New Testament, and typically we have seen this word used to reference sexual immorality or sexual sin. Now, God's design for sex is designed for only one setting, a covenant marriage relationship between a man and a woman. The Bible is absolutely clear that anything outside of those boundaries goes against God's purpose for sex. God designed sex as a beautiful, intimate gift to bring a husband and wife together as one flesh and united before the Lord. So when those boundaries are crossed, the Bible calls it sin. And pornography is one of those things that falls outside of those boundaries. There's either lust of the flesh, and in the case of pornography, it's also a lust of the eyes as well. The Bible tells us to flee from sexual immorality. God cares about this gift of sex so much because he knows that if we in any way choose to twist that desire, give into our flesh, and go outside of the boundaries that he set for us, that it will hurt us. And here's the deal. Even those who don't follow Jesus will tell you that pornography will lead to addiction. And it can lead to abuse or something worse. And at the very least, it tears relationships and marriages and families apart. Not to mention that it also objectifies and diminishes the value that God has for each and every single one of us. It goes against one of the core beliefs of our faith, that every single human life bears the image of God. And so the truth is, pornography is a much bigger deal than many of us think it is. The impact causes havoc in our lives, our families, our friends, and our relationship with God. It takes God's design of our sexual behavior and it twists it and it distorts it until we are left completely empty and shameful and longing for a better way. This is the effect that not just sexual immorality has, but pornography has. But sin as well, right? We have a whole video you can watch on our channel tackling the subject of sin. So if you're struggling with any of this, it can be really easy to keep it all to yourself and deal with it on your own. But hear me when I say this, sin thrives in a silo. So please find someone you trust. The best way to overcome these things is to be linked with community that will lift you up and keep pointing you towards Jesus and Scripture. This is why the Apostle Paul mentions in his letter to the Philippians for us to keep our minds on what is lovely and pure, on what is worthy of praise, on what God can offer us, not this world. God's given us the gift of our bodies, and they are ours to take care of, to tend to. And so by focusing on what is lovely and pure, we honor the gift that God has given us by treating it as he intended. So, thanks for watching. I hope that this was helpful. And if any questions at all have been stirred up, please do not hesitate to leave something in the comments below. We'll see you next time.